There's only one thing I really hate on the court. Is it when there's like a rebound, like offensive rebound kind of pops out on like the free throw line and stuff. And like my point guard gets in the way. Mm-hmm. Like your job, is to score the ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so hold on. You can't say I wish my guy was a pass first point guard and say your job is to score the ball. You gotta pick one.
Okay, his job is to score the ball, not to try to run down and get offensive rebounds.
That's your job.
And yeah, it's my job. And then when you try to do my job, you don't do it well, and then you just almost tackle the person whose job it is that's supposed to do it. That just really frustrates me.
Champion in my vein, all of this came not by luck. Going too crazy in the stadium, got the city going nuts. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Welcome back to the Roommate Show, presented by BetMGM, where we have, obviously, Matt, we have JB, myself, we have ESPN's very own sideline reporter and Sports Emmy award-winning host, Malika Andrews, joining us on the show today. Almost butchered that one.
Almost. Emmy award-winning
Sports award-winning.
So obviously it's that time of year, right? Apple, Spotify, Wrapped, everything comes out. Who was the top artist and top song on both of your guys' listening playlist this year?
Okay, so my top 3 artists were Rodarius Wave, William Augusto, and Morgan Wallen.
Okay, diverse.
Yep, very diverse.
You can probably guess my top 2.
Bieber
and
Kalani.
Ooh, that's a good guess, but no. It's Drake was 1, Bieber's 2. 3, Dua Lipa.
Dua. That's a good one.
I told you guys this off camera, but my top song was Tweaker by Jello.
That's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
My top song is Praise by Elevation Worship.
My top song is Sweet Spot
by
Bieber.
Is that a new song?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times did it play it?
80.
Dang. Oh, 66.
Let's see who else.
I'm looking at it on mine.
Do you have a lot of baby music on yours? Or no? You don't ever play songs for Jordan on your phone?
Not really.
Oh.
I don't.
I got Baby
Shark.
If we're driving Jordan, we're driving in Allie's car, and Allie's car is the phone's connected.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what hers is, because mine was a mix of Tweaker by Jello Ball and then Gracie's Corner.
Yeah.
That's a great
I'm
mix.
looking at mine. Mine's all... Yeah.
What's your top album of 2025?
Top album? It's going to sound crazy.
Uh-oh.
Soaking in His Presence by William Augusto.
Huh.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't joke about this one.
No, I can't.
We can't joke about this one.
It's a Christian instrumental album. So
What's
I got
mine?
2,000 minutes of that.
I think mine is For All the Dogs.
2,000 minutes of soaking in His presence.
2,084 minutes of soaking in His presence, technically.
You said what, Matt?
A lot of soaking.
For All the Dogs.
For All the Dogs. Number 1, Swag. Bieber. Yep.
That's not surprising.
It's not surprising at all.
What's number 2?
Some sexy songs for you.
No, what's number 2? That's the album called? Some Sexy Songs for You?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that by?
Drake.
Drake and Party Next Door.
Oh. I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
Isn't that song that, I think that song that you...
soaking in His presence.
Exactly, I'm soaking.
The song that you always sing is on that. We in Miami.
Oh, yeah, that's all I know.
Isn't that on there?
We in Miami, turn up. That's all I know. I know nothing else. You know my second one. Can you guess my second one?
Fathers and Sons?
Yeah, great album. Just a banger. And then I'm the problem.
You know who's Spotify Wrapped I'd love to see? Mitch.
Oh, it'll be Morgan, Bailey Zimmerman. Who is he just talking to me about? Damn.
Talk about more.
Talk about more a little bit, not crazy. What else did he tell me about? I don't know. Well, obviously, it's going to be just straight country. But we love Mitch, and we love country on this podcast, right? You love country?
Yeah, that's great. You know what is sad? I thought it would be number 2. It's only number 6, Folded by Kalani.
Banger. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's a banger. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Banger.
All right. Before we get into Malika, Josh, I want to talk about
What?
Jesus.
What?
Before we get into Malika?
You guys are crazy.
Crazy.
Before we bring Malika onto the show and have a discussion with her,
Thank you.
let's talk about your last few games, Josh. Obviously, I think you had a tough start to the season, figuring out your role. The last few games have been really, really great for you. A couple triple-double here and there. Bunch of really solid defensive performances.
Yeah, I'll
probably wear the hard hat and the Timbs a few times.
I probably would have a couple more triple-doubles, but Jalen doesn't like doing catch and shoots anymore.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
What do you attribute?
You did give me that one free assist at the end of the half yesterday.
With the buzzer beater?
Yeah, look, I just gave you credit. Now you don't want to dab me up. I smoke one then.
What do you attribute this to, though?
That role was a little bit more comfortable because I've been doing it for a while. So, JB and myself talked about it before. It was just, obviously when you don't start or like when you don't have those long lapses of like playing, and it's just like you get in and there's 6 minutes and you get out, and then you're like you play, for a couple minutes, then you play 8 minutes, and it's just tough because you're like trying to make sure your body's warm, stay warm. You sit down for a couple minutes and try to get back. So it's just a lot of moving pieces. So obviously with that, not as many moving pieces and just kind of more, comfortable with it. But so it's been cool.
Do you feel like it's affected your confidence too? Because I feel like the biggest difference is your 3-point percentage has been like way up too.
Nah, shooting wise, I feel good. I mean, I work with Pete every day, who's our shooting guy, and I'm extreme. Well, when he's not working with Jalen, because Jalen normally is the first priority. So then, when Jalen's not shooting, then Pete comes down and hangs out with me. But I'm comfortable with that. So the playing style of this year and last year were totally different. So now this year I can be a little bit more aggressive.
So Jalen, at the time of taping, you've had 9 30-plus point games so far this season.
Okay, putting that in the hole, boy.
We're starting to get some MVP whispers, obviously. I know Jalen hates when we say stuff like that.
Next question.
What are you? No, but I know that at the beginning of the year we talked about this a little bit after the first couple games, and you were like, I'm getting a lot more catch and shoot opportunities. The scoring feels a little bit easier, et cetera. But do you still feel like that's the case? Is it sort of, are you settling into the role a little bit?
I think, truly, honestly, I think the role has been the same. I think just like schematically, everything else has been different. But we're playing well off each other, and we just got to continue to do that. And I'm not focused really on MVP talks. That doesn't really do anything for me. We're 20 games into the season, and so
you're our MVP.
Like I said, next question.
I have a question off script. Who's been the biggest surprise in the league so far to you guys? You could say both like an individual, but also a team.
Biggest surprise in the league.
I had an intrusive thought of that.
I knew what you were gonna say. Biggest surprise in the league.
I wouldn't say surprise because you can see like trajectory was up there, but Jalen Johnson's been hooping.
Facts.
AR. I didn't think AR was a hoop. I knew he was at a hoop, but he's hooping.
Denny,
yeah.
What about team?
Team? Big surprise.
Are you surprised by Detroit?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the win streak was cool to see, but like we knew they were going to be good.
Toronto's probably doing a little bit better at this point than I thought they would be doing.
What I've really learned, like, I don't want to say mean nothing, but like the first like 15 games of the year is just kind of like, I don't put as much emphasis on, because it's just...
Look at Indiana's start last year, and then they went to the
finals.
finals.
It's just like, some teams go off to slow starts, some teams go off to high starts, and, high starts, fast starts. But once you get to like those like game 50, 60, 70 is like...
Once you get in between January 1st and All-Star break,
you see like,
you see a lot. Team-wise, I don't really know because it's still early. Everyone but like you said, Denny, Jalen Johnson, AR, killing.
All right, let's get into some fan questions for some fan connection, sponsored by AT&T. First up, I hate Sean from Broward.
Isn't he the one that got dunked on?
You know, he's the one that
did
dunked.
the
Oh, he did
dunking.
dunk it. Okay, shout
And,
out to him.
he's the one that organized the whole event.
Oh, he did? Oh, shout out to him.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean. I hate Sean on Twitter from New York, Broward County, Florida, all that good stuff. I just want to say, first off, Josh, thank you. I was begging for you to shoot the ball early in the season, and now you're shooting the ball. And I want to thank you also because I said before the season that you would shoot 36% from three. Felt a little crazy early, but I kept the faith, and I feel like a prophet right now, so I appreciate that. Beyond the pleasantries now, I have an issue with you, Jalen, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you've been very critical of the date for Knicks Twitter Day, and, it's doing it on 4th of July weekend.
Good point.
For regular people, that day off just felt like a good opportunity for people to have to travel, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But since you know everything, I keep telling you that the date is on you. And though you may not be able to receive that from me, Ben Stiller told you on my behalf. He said he's waiting on you for the date. And you keep just saying, oh, yeah, I'll be there. We need a date, Jalen. The people need a date. Since it's so easy to come up with one, and since mine was so terrible the first time, please let us know what the date for the next Knicks Twitter tournament is going to be. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys. You changed my broke-ass life as a fan. And Matt, shout out to you too. A lot of people be doing this stuff and they don't ever say anything to you. Shout out to you, Matt. You do a great job in the pod. You're an appreciated presence. And I love and appreciate you guys. Adios.
So
Where do we start?
Okay, hold on. So he said that a lot of 4th of July weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, there's a lot of people have off days or whatever, right? The date he chose was a Saturday.
That's a tough one.
But people have to travel in. A long weekend makes
Saturday.
So
It
you're
was a
saying
Saturday. He said you can travel in after work on Friday and be there on Saturday. So he chose a Saturday date. All I said was don't pick 4th of July weekend. Pick any other weekend. He picked 4th of July weekend, which everyone has family. I'm seeing my family. They're all coming to hang out. But has Ben Stiller told me about picking a date?
I don't know. Apparently Sean said that.
Yeah. Maybe he's being bamboozled.
What about, you can do like a July 18th.
You should ask Ben.
It's a good day.
Let's look at the calendar.
We'll be in
Can't be, you picked a,
we'll be in the city. We'll be in the city for When are you doing Fanatics?
I do not know.
Eric, when's he doing Fanatics? Where the hell's Eric?
Erica's not in here.
Damn it, she's never working.
It's that weekend. I think it's that Thursday.
All right, yeah, because I'm there on the 17th. You can, so maybe the 18th or the 11th.
So we also need to find out if Ben is bamboozling.
That is a valid point.
Because I don't remember Ben saying anything about picking
Based on
the
Ben.
date.
Based on Ben and put him on the spot's crazy.
You won't.
I can't put
Odds
him on the
are.
spot. That's my dog.
Odds are.
Odds are, all right, 1 in 10.
All right, Matt gets to do one, I get to do one.
What? No, that's crazy. So then it's 20.
All right, so two chances for 20?
Okay.
All right, I'll do that. You go first.
So who's going for, okay.
I feel like I'd rather do one chance for 10.
No. 2 chances for 20, trust me.
All right.
Because he won't say number twice.
Okay. Do I say it or do
That's playing mind games with him too.
I'm not worried about it.
do I do the count or?
No, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 7.
What?
What?
Why do you count
Actually,
up?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3, 2, 1?
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
You're counting down.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe I did that on purpose so I can get a number out of the way because now he won't say
Well,
7.
now I didn't, we'll see.
Oh, you're smart.
It's true. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1,
5.
7.
Yeah, you thought.
That was such a wasted fucking opportunity.
I thought that you thought that I thought.
That was so dumb. That was really dumb. 3, 2, 1, 18.
Yes! I knew it. I knew right when I was about to say he went too fast, bro.
That's
No,
crazy.
you know exactly what you're doing because you went too fast.
That's crazy.
Because you knew I was going to say 17. I was going to be like, I'll do 17, but I'll do 1 over. All right, let's call Ben.
Yes.
You gotta respect the odds.
He did it too. He knew what he was doing, bro. You did it too fast.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me.
He's not the answer.
Yeah, it doesn't say connecting. I might be good. Oh, nope.
No,
Are you on set?
I'm doing a costume fitting for my show.
Okay, well,
Are you recording?
yeah, we're on. I lost odds are. So what odds are? Yeah, odds are. So we're calling about Knicks Twitter Day,
Okay.
and I Hate Sean said you conversed with Jalen about dates. Have you mentioned dates to Jalen yet or no?
I heard that Jalen was like he had offered up like for next year to like do it when he was available. right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that was the back and forth that happened.
Okay.
Jalen said, we'll show up next year, just like make sure it's like, you know, the days that we can all make.
Make sure it's not 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. So is that why? Are you guys going to do that?
It was the topic of AT&T. What are the fan questions?
Sean kind of put it on you.
Yeah. Sean put it on you, and now we're just making sure we're going straight to the source.
I think we need a better venue, though, because it was a little bit sketchy, the venue.
Really?
We'll figure something out.
In Brooklyn, like, it was a weird gym, but I think, I think we should make, like, I'm totally into, like, we should maybe get them to do it at the Garden. Is that too crazy?
That might be too crazy. It might be. Not because they can't do it.
We don't know we don't know where all the court and everything's going to be at that point.
We would have to just start discussing that shit now.
Yeah. So
it's exciting. Everybody will be super excited about that.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll come out with some dates in July weekend.
He had a dunk. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I know. I hope. Yeah, I saw it. Hopefully he can imitate that again next year, and when we can go. So, all right, my friend.
All right, man. See you guys. See you tomorrow. I'm coming tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
That was a great game last night.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, man. See you guys.
Later.
Bye.
Straight to the source.
Yeah, straight to the source. So dates have not been talked about really yet or confirmed, but a weekend in July. So there's only 11th, 18th, and 25th. So let's figure that out. And then we'll figure out a venue.
Next up, we have Cheppy.
What's up, guys? It's your boy. Not really your boy, but you guys are my boys. You guys make me happy.
What?
I'm always defending you guys. Like, I will defend you guys till the end of time. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. You guys are the best. Jalen, to me, you're an MVP. Like, I crash out every single day in my group chat because I be defending you all the time. And also, I have a question. Jalen, like, why didn't you have a signature shoe? Like, the guys in my group chat are literally, like, trying to make fun of you or, like, I guess bully me because you don't have a signature shoe. Just get a signature shoe, man. I mean, if you want to. You don't have to.
That might have been one of my favorite voice notes, bro.
Come on, bro. Chibi getting bullied, dog. Help Chibi out.
Only if you want to.
If I want to.
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, I don't have the signature shoe. I said publicly a long time ago.
But you don't want one.
I don't know. I really wanted an unlimited amount of Kobe's. And now, would I ever want a signature shoe? I'm never say never, but I think being associated with one of the best basketball shoes ever and have your own kind of spin-off of it, I don't know. It feels more noticeable, I think. And it feels like you're wearing like the most known shoe. Like if you look at it, everyone wears Kobe's in the league. If you're Nike, like most people wear Kobe's. And if I see my shoe out there like that, I mean, I'll be pretty happy seeing that, knowing that people wear that shoe more times than not.
So what are your thoughts going to be if your PE comes out December 11th, right? So let's just say like
This is coming out the 11th. We might have something here. Speaking of which, this is a great segue.
It's a great segue. Got fresh
We have some
popcorn, guys.
popcorners.
Some nice popcorn.
Some amazing.
this is the best flavor. Peppercorn. All right.
Can I get one?
Ooh. See what we got here.
You get white cheddar.
I think these are size 15 for Josh.
They look kind of small.
They're not 15.
I'm about to say, they definitely look like 14.
Yeah.
Talk to us about these.
I was in a meeting with Nike, and we were talking about like different colorways for PEs, and I have others that are probably most likely not released, but these ones they will end up releasing. And I want to do something for New York, and one of the most known things is the Statue of Liberty. So that's where I came up with it, and then here we are.
All right. So now to answer my question, what are your first thoughts?
To answer your question?
To ask my question. Your first thoughts when you see another NBA player with these on?
I'll have to wait and see.
I'm saying, like, you can have something in you.
Give him a bucket. He's wearing your PEs.
I doubt they'll wear them against me.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Because, I mean...
What do you know? Like you might be like their favorite player.
No.
Jared McCain loves you.
What?
He said you were his favorite player?
Did he say that? No, he didn't.
Did he say that during his... Yeah.
He said that?
He was like, I love Jalen Brunson.
He said he was his favorite player. Okay, that's different.
Or he wants to play with you.
Can we go to the next topic? Can we go to the next topic?
Yeah, we can go to the next topic. I don't know why I just thought, can we talk about full grown man for a sec? Can we talk about, I think that was a crazy thing Mikhail
Hold on.
You know what I mean, the quote.
Yeah, but why do you want to talk about this?
Because we had a really good laugh about it off air, and we were watching it back. I think it might have been one of the funniest moments in roommates history.
It was really unexpected for Mikhail. He was out of character. Full grown man is absurd.
Ridiculous.
This is not true.
Okay, well, the real question is, what are we doing with those after?
Doing what?
The shoes.
What shoes?
He's going to take them back and wear them.
Oh, they're yours. I didn't know. I thought they were like a pair that was sent for like, I don't know.
They're mine.
No. Cool. I didn't know if they were from like the Nike stock or something.
Okay.
He's not that good of a friend.
Some of the best calls happen off the court. Like a halftime check-in with your dad to break down the first half.
Okay, Jalen and Rick, we see you. Moments like that matter.
And that's exactly what the AT&T guarantee is all about.
AT&T has connectivity you can depend on. Order credit you for a full day of service. No calls, no stress, no scrambling. Just solid coverage from a network that has your back. And you know who else has your back? I do, Cap.
That was the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I swear I didn't pay him to say that.
I got you, Cap. We locked in and connected for life. You know when else I got your back? When I dish out a rebound for you to shoot that three.
Just doing your job, but I appreciate it.
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, AT&T will credit you a full day of service. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Visit att.com/guarantee to learn more.
AT&T, connecting changes everything.
Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers must be connected to an impacted tower.
All right, the season's getting real. Playoffs are going to be here before we know it, and DoorDash is basically the third member of this friendship. Sorry, Matt. Hit that DoorDash app and stay in your bag early because Josh definitely won't share his food.
That's crazy. Real crazy. But also, I gotta say it's true. Players got their bags, but fans got theirs too. And DoorDash keeps mine elite. Snacks dialed in, shout out to Mike and Ike's. Drinks ready, gear fresh enough that I look like I'm wearing it in a tunnel fit, even when I'm walking into Jalen's house.
Bro shows up like it's a runway and he's just here to watch film. Just kidding, Josh doesn't even watch film. Meanwhile, if my team drops a close one, DoorDash already knows I need dessert immediately. My group chat goes silent, Josh included, but DoorDash always pulls through.
That's because I'm busy rewatching the highlights at like 12:30.
You don't even watch highlights.
Well, you know how it goes. You're up late, you need chips, or like something random. DoorDash was literally built for those exact I'm starving but also exhausted moments.
DoorDash has me walking like the man. Snacks, cups, and even spare charger for Josh because he somehow lives his whole life on 1%.
I'm catching strays today, but hey, from tip-off to OT, stay in your bag and order on DoorDash. Snacks, drinks, gear, everything you need to survive the season.
DoorDash in your bag all season long.
All right, so it picks me scrolling. We're back with it.
The Detroit Lions had their annual corgi race, and Sadie stole the show. Aw.
Okay. Just playing devil's advocate.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Is that fair? She has wheels. You know what I mean? The other dogs don't have wheels. Am I wrong?
I'm just waiting. I want Jalen to say something.
Like, that's like an unfair advantage. Legs aren't getting tired. I'm just saying, I'm not saying they shouldn't have a race, but maybe like even the race out, like give the other dogs wheels or race against
or make
dogs
Sadie
with all wheels.
Or make Sadie race without wheels.
No, that's outrageous. You're not gonna say nothing about that.
I'm not saying anything about it. As soon as you said I'm playing devil's advocate, I knew we were going in the wrong fucking direction.
Anytime someone says devil's advocate, no, that was adorable. Sadie was adorable. She absolutely stole the show.
She did.
And we love Sadie.
Beautiful dog.
And Tyrese Maxey and his pup also competed in the agility competition at the National Dog Show in
that
Philly.
wasn't his dog, right?
It wasn't?
I don't think.
No.
It was his dog?
No.
No, it was not, right? Yeah.
So he just...
Yeah, he was just doing it. And she saw that tree. She said, give me the tree, bro. He's like, give me it.
Howie?
Howie.
You think he had to prep for this?
Yeah, he probably had to do a little bit of prep. That's great content. Great dog content.
No devil's advocate here.
Nah. I could. Oh, he did several dogs. Yeah, so all the dogs were pretty even. Mm-hmm. Hey. Yeah, that's dope. That's great content.
That is good content.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Ohio's mascot Brutus crosses out the M at Michigan with a 27-9 victory.
Look what Brutus did. He crossed out the M at Michigan.
Damn.
Browns crew has to get out there. My goodness, he caught us off guard.
Yeah, that rivalry runs deep. I had a few Ohio State friends who the whole week leading up, they wouldn't type like when they tweet or like post stories, they don't do the letter M. They just do like the X over.
That's stupid.
Why is it stupid?
What?
It's a good rivalry.
When you're that's fine, but your friends, you're texting, you're not gonna say M.
It's a Ohio State thing. Like my friend's mom, her name is they call her Mama Lane. Her Twitter thing, it's
Mama Lane.
It's XAXA Lane.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
they're serious about it.
They both suck.
What's one thing you're serious about, sports wise?
The Blues?
Nothing. Not serious about basketball, so you're definitely not serious about anything else.
So if Chelsea had a rivalry where they had something like that with the, you wouldn't participate?
Probably.
You would. He tweets hashtag come on you Blues at 7 a.m.
They come on.
Anyway, speaking of rivalries, a school full of Eagles fans in Camden, New Jersey used Cowboy players as punching bags before the Philly-Dallas rematch.
This is why we got our ass. This is why we got our ass beat.
This is why they're gonna.
This is literally why we got our ass beat.
Oh, they're being cute about it. Oh, there we go. Oh, gosh.
You saw what George Pickens said?
No.
No?
Oh, they're like famous for sandwiches.
He's like their fans are known for sandwiches or something.
Yeah, it's a valid point. What else? Never mind.
Yeah, bro. This is literally why we lost.
Do you want to speak about it at all or no?
No.
Tough one.
Tough one. We'll be back though.
Tough one.
We just need to refocus. Regroup, refocus. Yeah, this is why we lost.
Next, 15 Dantes versus the Knicks. Let's see who wins.
Is someone?
Team of all Dantes. We're in the Knicks in the finals. I don't know how to play. I don't know which one to pass to because they're all me.
So I guess it wouldn't matter who to pass to, right?
Back down the cat. Bro, he's big. Cat's not that big.
Excuse me?
I'm just gonna go right there. Like college, baby. I don't need any plan. What is that?
Like college.
Try to keep the ball away from cat.
Why is he going at me?
Because you can't defend. Oh, well, obviously we won.
Great job.
I'm not gonna lie, a team full of 15 Dantes will not be good. But I'm not gonna go into that.
Why not?
Because I love Dante. He's a great guy.
Why wouldn't they be good though?
Because
I feel like they have toughness. Shooting.
That's toughness to have shooting. They have good hustle. Obviously, like size, rebounding, playmaking at times. Is why are we getting into this? You know,
so it's on the board.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great player.
Just like college, though, kind of pissed me off. Not gonna lie.
What did you say about Cat?
Yeah, that was absurd. That was absurd. All right, let's talk about this.
We weren't sure. If we were going to do it or not.
First of all, I feel like Josh finally replaced one of his watches. If you guys can zoom in. He just replaced it. Show him. You just replaced the watch. So yeah, so I have one of them on right now. Time's not right, but
yeah, I know
look at the watch for time.
Not right.
But yeah, so obviously the story came out. Josh losing his watch.
I didn't lose him. I got robbed with no
gun. The guy walked up to Josh and said, Give me all your watches. Robbed with no gun. And so I'm like, damn, man, it's crazy. The story came out, 4 months later? I saw this picture. I had no choice but to retweet it. I had to retweet it. Like, it's
hilarious.
It's funny. It's comical stuff. So yes, I am the worst. But it is sad that you lost, or not lost, I guess got robbed. How many watches? 4? 3.
You want to share the reference numbers or no? I'm just kidding.
5712R, 5261R, and then I don't know the second one. 5660, I think.
So all Pateks.
Yeah. It's tough though, you know what I mean? I'm in a blessed position, you know, I can replace them at some point. So
what was the secondary value?
Probably like 450 to like 500. So there's worse things in the world. It's just items. So
respect.
Great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Really great way to look at it.
Priceless items. Priceless.
Yep. And then we talk about the other one.
Well,
Hey, go ahead, Josh.
You can talk about that.
Nah, it was I'm not sure what. I would say it was great defense by Jalen, obviously, because he was able to get a deflection on the pass that would have been a for sure layup. So
Aubrey's Angels over here cracking up.
Yeah, she's geeked up. Obviously, a lot of people say, you should use your head when you play. Not theoretically what they meant, but Jalen took it literally on this play. And
he
saved the bucket.
Like, there's no one else laughing.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It was after that.
Not going to lie, when that happened, I looked. Like, I didn't look for Josh, but like I turned my head and I see Josh. Josh is like side-eyeing me like
and then I'm looking at Melo, dog. Melo's like, damn.
But yeah, he beamed that.
It was great content, man. It made for an amazing post.
Bro, Melo had you cracking up mid-game last night.
Dog, there's not many people in the league. Like, normally when I'm hooping, like, I'm competitive. Like, we're like, what?
I was going to say I'm serious.
Nah, I'm not serious. But like, I'm competitive. I'm normally not like messing around with anybody, right? But there's like a couple people that is just, especially because I've known Melo since he was like 13, when obviously Lonzo and myself were on the Lakers. And he was just like, he's so wild. And he's just the exact same that he was then. And it's just, no matter what, it's comedy. So
he's what, mid-game talking to you? And like,
yeah, it's just, we're just saying random stuff. I can't say it on this podcast with the mic, but yeah, this is great comedy, We're not
gonna talk about how he like. Never mind. I don't want to get anyone losing money or anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm not gonna say nothing.
All right, and lastly, Spike Lee gifted the Pope his very own custom Knicks jersey.
I gave the Pope a New York Knicks jersey. He's the 14th Pope, so it's number 14. And the back it said Pope Leo. And the reason why there's
it was cool.
Is it crazy for me to think there's only been 14 popes?
No, I was thinking the same thing.
I thought there'd be way more.
No, I guess 14 lifetimes.
Shit.
So, right?
Shout out Noah, though.
All right, we're back with our roommates picks of the week, brought to you by BetMGM, where we make it legendary. So first we got Bills at Patriots.
Bills.
I don't know. I like Patriots.
I love the Patriots. Excuse me. I don't. I like the Patriots. They're playing well, but I want the Bills to win.
Okay.
I'm going to New England.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
I'm going to New England too.
I actually don't like the Patriots at all.
This is a tough one. It's just such a
battle of the peach emoji.
Just irrelevant. But Commanders at Giants.
The Giants. I hope the Giants too. I mean, at this point, we're not making the playoffs. So
Jaden playing?
She's conflicted. What's her thing say? Did the Giants get the first pick?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm like. I'm in a position now. It's like we're not making the playoffs, so now I guess I want to like lose competitively.
Would you even play Jaden if you're the coach?
Yeah, I mean
he's just back.
Yeah.
I mean he just
practiced
dislocated
yesterday.
his elbow.
Oh shit.
He practiced limited yesterday, but
no.
Yeah. Why not? Just a dislocated elbow. Yeah, all right. It was just not even his throwing arm.
Okay.
Yeah, throw him out there. See what happens.
Green Bay at Denver.
Jordan Love is playing well.
I'm gonna say Green Bay. I'm
gonna go Denver.
I'm gonna say Green Bay. I don't have an explanation. Just
Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think your explanation is Jordan Love is playing really well right now.
That was your explanation. That wasn't mine.
I'm saying if you need one,
I don't want one.
And those are our roommates' picks of the week, brought to you by BetMGM. We'll be right back with Malika after this break.
This holiday season, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at first TD scorers. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back in cash if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. Be sure to take advantage of this offer, and if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use bonus code ROOMMATES and you'll get up to a $1,500 new player offer on your first wager with BetMGM. BetMGM, make it legendary.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 1-800-981-0023 in Puerto Rico. 21 and over only. Please gamble responsibly. BetMGM.com for terms. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. This promotional offer is not available in New York, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico.
All right, y'all. Quick real story. I knew I needed to upgrade my security the day I came home from an away game and saw a package just sitting on my doorstep like it was waiting to get kidnapped. I was like, bro, why is my stuff just sitting here like it pays rent?
Man, delivery be getting snatched quicker than snacks in my kitchen. Or dare I say watches in my hotel room.
Well, squad, that's why I went with Simply Safe. It's proactive. Traditional systems only react after something happens, but with Simply Safe, it stops crime before it even starts.
For real, they've got this double-layer defense as nice as Josh plays defense.
Hey, I love when you're complimenting my D game, brother. I be hustling.
First, the AI cameras spot potential threats, and then actual live agents step in and confront them while they're still outside your home. Like, hey, big fella, you're on camera. Police are on the way if you don't bounce. Wow, if that's what they say, that's
kind of fire.
Yeah.
Way better than finding out about the break-in after the fact. Right, bro?
Yep, and that's why I trust Simply Safe at my place. Gotta protect all my gear and my jewelry and my home in general. Because real security, it stops crime before it starts.
Right now is such a good time to get Simply Safe. This month only, get 50% off any new system. Go to simplysafe.com/roommates. Again, simplysafe.com/roommates.
There's no safe like Simply Safe. Here in the concrete jungle, the grind never stops.
You got to hustle to stay on top of your game because the competition is fierce. You should know.
If you want to make it here, you need a ride that matches your energy. The Ford Bronco has that capability to conquer.
Like a true New Yorker, the Bronco has a rugged, no-nonsense attitude that's always up for a challenge and down to play.
We're talking 4x4 capability, serious ground clearance, massive all-terrain tires, and what really sets it apart, GOAT modes.
Oh yeah, it goes over any type of terrain. Whether you're way off the grid exploring beyond the boroughs, or let's just be real, just driving these city streets, Bronco adjusts to the road and keeps rolling.
Because it's all about being ready in those clutch moments. Whatever it is you're chasing, the perfect sunset or the ultimate win, the Ford Bronco is built wild to help you rise to the occasion. Visit your local Ford store for a test drive. What time is it? Game time.
Basketball season's back, and there's nothing better than going to your guys' games. But getting tickets when the games are in such high demand now can be frustrating. I hate when prices jump at checkout.
We got you game time, brother.
We sure do. We were just scrolling through the app looking at tickets for basketball games this season so I can watch you guys ball out. And I so easily found some great seats at great prices.
It's crazy that Josh doesn't give you tickets.
Yeah, he only gets 4. I get bumped out.
That's crazy.
That's
You know,
okay.
I gotta buy them.
I gotta show love to everybody, man.
There are some basketball tickets as low as $25, just maybe not ours.
Sorry, Matt.
I love Game Time because it shows you views from all the seats in the venue. Always need to see my view before I buy.
Get a panoramic view of the seat before you buy. I agree, Josh. Also my favorite part.
And it's easy to find not only NBA tickets, but any other event tickets in your area. How about the Eagles?
Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time.
Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ROOMIES for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Again, create an account and redeem code ROOMIES for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
We now welcome. We now welcome in the what?
Welcome
we now
in.
welcome in. God, I'm just letting you know I butcher every intro. So
Do you want me to do it?
yes, I would love for you to do it. She can introduce herself.
She can do it.
She's like goated with this.
Yeah. You gotta show Josh how to actually do it.
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to read that, but I'll say, hi, welcome back to the Roommates Podcast. I'm Malika Andrews, and I'm so lucky to be joined by these lovely gentlemen. I just so happen to cover the NBA for ESPN. I'm the host of NBA Today, NBA Countdown. I'm the first woman to ever host the NBA Draft, and I won an Emmy in 2021.
There you go.
Now you have to do it. That was
No, that's a professional.
Yeah, that was better
you
than
can
mine.
do that. Now that sounds really
Nah, you're good.
braggadocious. I don't
Nah,
want
we-
you should
Wait,
roll
Josh.
right back.
Wait.
back.
Yeah,
Try again
now your turn.
Mine's not going to sound as good as that because we now welcome in the first woman to host a W.
The W.
Because I said first woman, it just messed me up.
I know, it's
All
just
right,
like-
man, skip this. Well, I'm not doing no intro. She did the intro.
No, I can't do that.
All right, we now welcome in the first woman to host the NBA Draft, the youngest sideline reporter for the NBA Finals in 2021, Sports Emmy Award winner, ESPN, and Oakland's very own Malika Andrews.
Yay! Well done,
Yeah.
Josh.
Applause.
That was good. I messed up the date too, so it's a good thing you did it.
No, we're gonna use both of those. All right.
Splice them.
Yeah, I will say that one. Obviously, I'm terrible doing that. You're very good at it, but I didn't realize how difficult that was until I did the finals. Like
When we did NBA Countdown together.
Yeah, the NBA. No, I didn't do count. I didn't even do. Yeah, it was
did.
countdown.
It was countdown. It was countdown. We were on
no,
NBA Countdown
when I
together
tell you,
for 2 shows.
It was one. The time it was like so condensed, and then the way you're able to like read the teleprompter, then like go off, do whatever, and then find your spot right back into the teleprompter was very impressive.
Well, thank you. It was fun to do Countdown. But that's the craziest part of that show, I think, is how fast it goes. Because by the time you would say a sentence, it's like, all right, gotta go, gotta move to the next thing.
I don't know if you remember and if you watched it.
I remember you telling me it was like
game one.
You're starting to talk and you're starting to hear like you got 30 seconds or you got 10 seconds.
No,
I'm like,
like you heard that, but it was like I think it was Malika was. I think you were sitting next to me. And you're like you have this like quick halftime like part, right?
Oh, I forgot about this.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like let me think about what I'm gonna say. Like it is like 2 minutes before like the halftime thing goes up. They don't clip to us. They don't do anything. They just show a quick highlight of Luka doing a layup and then went right back into commercial. So I'm like, okay, I gotta say this like fast. So I'm like, Luka Doncic, you have 10 seconds. He scores right here, and then we'll see how they do in the second half. And I was like, bro, I got so nervous once I heard you have 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm like, bro, I literally said 2 words, and they were like, you got 10 seconds. Butchered it, but hey.
No, you didn't. But it's called a pod buster. It's supposed to break up the commercial break. So these like short little little blasts of content.
I can't.
Josh did not execute in those 10 seconds.
I did not execute, bro, because they said cause at first they didn't say how much time I had. They were like, it's short.
But
so I'm like,
come
okay.
back?
Yeah, I'll for sure come back.
It wasn't that bad.
Would you make a career out of it post?
No way. I can't do it.
I think
I could do like a show or something, like do like personality stuff, like go on like actual countdown, in studio
NBA
and
Today
talk,
where it's a full hour.
Yeah, but like
The Richard Show.
Yeah, do stuff like that.
I would never do that again.
None of us would. I don't know why you said yes to it the first time around.
He's honestly one of the funniest people.
Oh yeah.
Like he's hilarious, but I lied. I'd do it again, but like I gotta be more quick with like my stuff. Like
no one can be quicker than Richard. Like that's the thing is he makes me laugh. We worked together for a while. It was every day when we first started NBA Today. And the things that he says, it would be so hard to get back to the discussion what we were supposed to say. We've had to go to commercial break before because I was laughing too hard and I couldn't get it back on track because Richard's wild. And half of it doesn't make air, but so I'm very glad that it's being now turned into a show.
Speaking of Richard, you probably definitely won costume of the year.
You guys saw that?
That's incredible.
I don't know if I looked more like RuPaul or Richard Jefferson, but I tried with the glasses that he always wears, the like light tint glasses. But the funny thing about this is the shirt unbuttoned down to his belly button always. I maybe was a little generous on the abs and chest muscles there, but and then the bronze medal that we brought as an accessory. But you just are seeing the bronze medal.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that.
Yeah, that was just a little reminder with the crushed velvet jacket and the loafers that he always steps on the back of. But the funny thing about this is, so I dressed as Richard, Shanae dressed as Perk. And we started hair and makeup for this because, we decided a couple of months before that we wanted to do this. And we wanted to do the full bald cap. Shanae wore like a belly underneath her suit. She went to the same big and tall store that Perk goes to and bought like the actual suit that he wears.
Hilarious. Oh my God.
But the thing is, sometimes NBA Today is a live show, right? And unfortunately, there's been very tragic news or serious news that's broken on the show. And the concern was
something crazy happened.
Something crazy would happen. Someone would pass away and they would turn to me on a single camera and be like, and we now turn to some very sad news out of the basketball world. And I would be dressed in full bald cap as Richard. And so we actually pre-taped the segment. So Shanae and I went to get makeup at 5 a.m. It was a 3-hour process to get the full bald cap, to get into the latex suit. And we only ended up wearing it for like 30 minutes. And then there was a pit crew that came to change us over into our regular NBA Today clothes because the fear was that something was going to happen. Yeah. And I would have to turn to the camera
you couldn't be like
dressed as Richard. But the thing is, if you rewatch the show, I think, did you see what Richard dressed as?
Yo, he might have. Until I saw this, Richard was definitely winning costume of the year.
So Richard was handsome Squidward. And he painted his face fully as handsome Squidward and I didn't realize until after the show. Oh my
God.
You see it?
That's insane.
He had a chin implant that he was wearing to be handsome Richard.
That's hilarious.
To be handsome Squidward. And when we did the reveals live on air, it was the first time you saw the costume. Richard, I think, was like legitimately mad that we upstaged his costume because he got a little salty after that because his costume was amazing.
He deserves it.
His costume was amazing, but Shanae and I,
You guys won it for sure.
But I died when Shanae says, have you ever seen Perk twerk? Working as Kendrick. It was so funny.
My favorite quote from recently is what Perk said.
Ibuprofen?
Yes.
Who needs an ibuprofen?
Who needs an ibuprofen? Have a perk.
Who did they clip to when she was
clipped to me? Like literally clipped to me next.
They clipped to you after that?
Yeah, there was like a highlight of me and then they were saying something. But it was just like quiet. It was like a highlight or two of me.
So Elle and him, on ESPN, we have this inability to, if somebody has a name, I have an unpunnable name, right? But like if you were on an ESPN segment, like there would be a segment, heart or heartless or something like that. Like we always are doing that. Chinay or Chinye or Chinay. Like those are real segments that exist. And so Elle is always kind of making puns on people's names. And so Perk had been thinking about that. He told me afterwards, I had no idea he was going to do it until I saw it live. But afterwards, he's like, "Yeah, I've been. You like that? I've been thinking about that."
And that's one of the joints that he literally looked in the mirror like, "Yo, I'm gonna kill him with this one. I'm gonna kill him."
Lean back for me afterwards.
He was so pleased.
Yeah, he was hyped. He was like, "Yeah."
Oh, Perk, I love Perk. He cracks me up because he doesn't mean to be funny sometimes, and he's so funny. So that one, that was. I didn't know that they went to you afterwards.
Literally, it was quiet. Like it was quiet, and all of a sudden it's like coming up, and there was like a highlight of tour of me.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it was.
It's perfect. I love it. I love it so much. It's so good.
I feel like he's good at blurring the lines too. Of like, you don't know when he's serious and when he's joking. Sometimes,
yeah, I think for sure. He takes being wildly entertaining as a personal quest, I think. And so that's something that there's always something that he's cooking up. But then there's times like he really doesn't mean to be funny.
Yeah.
I think it was exactly that. He knew what he was trying to do. And that was kind of it.
He's good at getting reactions from like players too, right? Like he'll say stuff about like his locker room, right?
Yeah.
And like, of course, KD will have to like jump in.
Of course.
So.
And the funny thing is, on that, especially on the Boston Celtics team, I think people, because Perk, he likes to step into hot takes or these sorts of things, I think sometimes people do forget that he was like the enforcer of that team, right? And he was such a big part of, he was a champion with the Celtics and played a huge role on that team. And if he hadn't have gotten hurt, a lot of folks say, well, what would have happened if they were able to, could they have gone back to back? So, I think sometimes he gets a little bit of sometimes he goes a little bit, leans into it, but also sometimes I think he doesn't mean anything by it. And he kind of sometimes goes a little bit into places he doesn't mean.
I will say Richard, obviously, like you said, no one's quicker than him from a humor standpoint.
Oh my gosh.
You kind of caught him off guard when we had him on the show. Josh did the intro. He said, hey, we have Richard Jefferson joining us.
Did he do it well?
And then he did it.
It was all right.
Somewhat well. And then the first question, he looks at Richard and goes, so do you use shampoo or body wash for your head?
Wow.
And it was about, I don't know if
he kind of like paused for a sec. He's like, are we doing this?
That was one of the where I think that Richard at one point looked at me, this is a couple of years ago, and he said, it was when there was another conversation happening about LeBron and whether or not it was after the Lakers season ended, LeBron had left it up into the air. It was the year he said, I had a lot to consider over the summer. And everyone was like, oh, is this going to be it? Is LeBron going to retire? And all of us are sitting around thinking, no, LeBron's going to do a retirement. And we're going to know when that's going to happen. And Richard looks at me live on the show and goes, what do you think? Is it a better chance of Perk going on a diet or LeBron retiring? And then I looked at him and I said, I think it's up there with you growing a full head.
That was hilarious. I remember that one.
And he
was sick. Because he was really like, I got a Perk on this one. You said that he was sick.
Yeah, he thought that he really had something there. But also, like, we've pied actual pies each other to the faces. So Richard's crazy. Like, this is, we get to have fun on air. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So
it is.
I am curious, because obviously all the basketball coverage. Did you hoop growing up?
No, I did not. So my dad is a personal trainer. And so, like, I played every sport, and he kind of was one of those you should be in. You should play basketball. You should play soccer. You should play, those were my like main two. And then horseback riding and dance. And so I did when I was little enough to be able to like make a free throw and do it. Like I am not a former hooper. I wanted to be a journalist. It's what I always wanted to do. And I thought that I wanted to go into more like print profiles is what I wanted to do. I wanted to write, not even just about athletes, but that's kind of where I wanted my career to go. And when I got to college, which is a big jump from there. But when I got to college, the only opening that they had at the student newspaper was in sports. And so for me, I found athletes to be kind of some of the most interesting people. And I'm an athletic person who's not particularly good at one thing, but I can run fast, jump high, kind of all of those things because my dad put me in everything. And I stayed in kind of every sport that I could, but never got great at one. I was a quite good horseback rider, not a great horseback rider. But I think that was sort of my path. And so sometimes I get people say, well, did you hoop? And what are your credentials? I was like, my credentials are definitely to ask the question. My credentials are, because I started my career at the New York Times, right? And so my path, kind of like Mina Kimes, she started her career more in the investigative side, not in sports at Bloomberg. I was covering politics, and I was covering the intersection of politics and sports and all of these other things for the New York Times because they have a very loose definition of sport. Then, but the NBA was always my favorite growing up, and it's what my dad would let me stay up late to watch. And so we would watch terrible Golden State Warriors games, like awful, awful Golden State Warriors games, and I fell in love with it. But I'm a terrible handle.
I fell in love with that terrible games. But I loved it.
Thank you for that.
So
yeah.
Golden State Warriors. So you were all Oakland based, probably.
I was all Oakland based because I grew up in Oakland.
So Raiders, A's, all gone.
A's, all
Every
gone.
team is gone.
Even I know that they very work hard to stay on both sides, but even it was Oakland, and now it's San Francisco, and it's different.
Yeah.
What was
The
it
Raiders
called?
left?
No, I'm thinking about what was the Oracle, right?
Oracle Arena.
used to
Yeah.
go
That was
crazy.
Chase Center's loud, but Oracle.
Insane.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
And my rookie year was the last year, and it was.
Yeah.
I remember. I think the last game we played in it was like me, Luka, Dirk. Like, it was so, like, different from any other arena. Like, it was like the atmosphere, the electricity was like different from any other arena. And then you go to Chase Center the next year, you're just like, this is
Loudest arena you've ever played in, or top 3? Where is it?
top 3, top 5,
Top 5.
top 5, top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
What's louder?
Oracle was.
What's another one?
What was louder?
Not gonna lie, Sacramento's loud.
Sacramento is really loud.
OKC's loud. In college, what comes to mind is Hinkle and Creighton.
Yeah.
Yeah, those places were loud as hell. But yeah, Oracle's definitely top 5 that I
You
played
guys said
in.
Detroit first round last year was pretty loud.
Playoff Detroit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say like
I guess yeah, because playoffs.
consistently it was those places, but like Detroit playoffs last year was
I mean, it's been so long
that place was they were legit. I can't lie, they were legit.
Yeah, but the Mavs obviously have an interesting, connection with Oracle because
Of
the chair.
Yes.
The what?
So, do you know this story? So in Oracle,
07? 8? Oh wait, no.
It was 07-08 that year. It was the 07-08 season.
Was it the year after
It was
they lost?
We Believe, right?
It was the year after the Mavs lost. The Mavs lost in 06.
Yeah.
So then it would have been 06, 07?
It was 06,
One of
07.
those 2 years.
Yeah. It was the We Believe Warriors.
Yeah.
And it was a first round series. And I think the Mavericks wanted to get the Golden State Warriors. They were the 1 seed and they wanted the Warriors because they were, I think that was something that was wanted. Anyways, so the Mavericks lose that series to the 8th seeded Warriors. And on his way out of the arena, and obviously Dirk knows the details much better than I do. I've only heard the story. He threw a chair into the wall at
It was
Oracle.
high too. It was like kind of, it wasn't just like,
No.
It was like up there.
Yeah, probably 15 feet in the air. Like it was high. And they framed the spot on the wall. It left a huge hole in the wall and they framed the spot in the wall. So when you came back to Oracle, it was framed.
And it had the We Believe towel like right under it or
That's
next to it somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
And so I think I asked them, are you going to like pull that part of the plaster out and take it with you to Chase Center? And I think they said they will. So yeah, but that was like, there's like so much lore about Oracle and going to games there. And I remember my first game there vividly and being all the way up in the nosebleeds and it was still loud and it was still crazy. And it was, Baron Davis and those Golden State Warriors. And those are awesome teams to follow. And it was kind of before the rise of all this. But sports journalism is kind of interesting because you get into it because you're a fan of the sport, right? You get into it because you love it. And it's sort of one of the first things. You shouldn't lose it because that's what kind of keeps you connected to people. But people say, well, who is your team now? And you get to know the people, right? So it's not like, oh, it's the Warriors, because now it's the Warriors are the people that you know there. It's a little bit, and that's different than kind of any other section of journalism because you don't get into maybe politics a little bit, but you don't get into environmental journalism because you're a fan of the environment. You're usually interested in it, right? It's a very different dynamic. So, but I grew up a huge Golden State fan, and my dad is still a huge Golden State fan. He has too many Golden State t-shirts, goes to as many games as he can, and he wears like the full like socks.
Really?
Hat. Like the full.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
He's one of them. He's diehard. He's one of them.
He's one of them. Yep. He wears the full details.
So he probably wears the full Raider stuff too, huh?
Well, now it's complicated.
You can't wear the Golden State stuff and then not wear all
They
the.
left.
So is he just like a football free agent, or is
now?
he just...
Now I think he's open. He's open. Well, so I mean, go Birds! I married into a. I married into a Philly family. Jalen, I don't know. We're struggling
Dave's
right
from
now.
Philly?
You are struggling.
We're struggling right now.
Dave's from Philly?
Dave's from Philly. Yeah, he went to Radnor.
Jesus.
Yeah. He went to Radnor.
It's right down. It's actually literally you can probably see it from campus.
Yeah.
God.
He played at Radnor. I'm going there after this for McMenamus. Christmas celebration for the McMenamins because we all work on Christmas.
I was like, McMenamin.
What
is that?
Because we all work on Christmas. So on a mutually agreed upon Saturday within the month of December, you got to gather to do the Christmas celebration.
Is that tough? Because obviously you do so much traveling.
Yeah.
He does so much traveling.
He travels all 82 with the Lakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well,
commercial.
41.
Well, 41, and then he's home for the other 41.
Oh, no, not 41.
This dude.
Not 41. It would be 39.
39. Yep.
Let's see if you get that. You understand that? You understand that?
Yeah, because of Clippers.
Oh, okay. I mean, you're looking like you're confused.
Yeah, the Clippers.
Yeah.
We got it. I'm going to go for coffee. But yes, well, actually, they're so far now that it's a little bit of travel to get into a dome.
Sure.
Beautiful arena.
I haven't played in it yet. Last year, I heard it before.
What do you think of the wall proposition?
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. Have you seen what San Antonio's doing now?
No.
They had Wemby hold tryouts with fans. They've auditioned in front of Wemby, like Wemby sitting in a chair with fans doing like auditions in front of him. It's tremendous. They're called the Jackals, I think. It's awesome.
Are they basically trying to take inspiration from like European soccer?
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
It's exactly that. And they're trying out with Victor sitting in a chair like this and fans coming up and doing their like full chants, like, let's go, and handing Wemby a drum to hit the Spurs or whatever their pitch is to them. But you asked about, is it hard? I mean, I think it's nice to have somebody who understands. You guys are on the road so much, and having people who understand that and support your ambition and want to see you succeed, and understand the dynamics of like when you say to someone, I'm going to go in a locker room and I'm going to be around all these NBA, all this stuff. Like having someone truly understand those dynamics, I think it's. I don't know it any differently, so I wouldn't have it any other way. But
you don't. You don't go in locker rooms anymore, do you? Not really.
Well, I don't come to New York as often, so I see you guys when you're
on the road.
I see you guys on the road. So I try to go. What my goal is to see every team once during the year. So whether that's at Lakers games, Clippers games, or if I am on the road for a game, but I try to see every team one time because I think it's really easy. You guys know the difference between someone who's around and someone who doesn't come around very often, and I think it's easy.
Not to name any names.
And I'm not naming any names. I just am saying that I think it is, I will say, it's easy to get in a flow when sometimes there are weeks that I host 9 shows in a week, right? And so it's easy to get in a flow when I had 5 NBA days when I would have a NBA count on Wednesday, NBA count on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We don't have those anymore with the new TV partners coming in. Right. But when you get in that flow, sometimes it's hard to then say, all right, and I'm going to go to a game now. But as you kind of famously said, that's not, we get to play and watch basketball for a living. So I try to be a person who's around because I think you guys appreciate the difference, I like to think, between someone who shows up and even just says hi or even shows their face and says, hey, I said this on TV today and I, didn't mean it, or I don't know if it came out right, or I did mean it and I just wanted to show up and say this because I want us to be able to have that conversation. So I try to see every 30 teams, but all 30 teams.
You don't have to say who, but have you had that moment where like, I said this on TV, I meant it, and I just want to let you know?
Yeah, I usually ahead of time though, and usually it's news, right? Like usually it's something like an unfortunate, like an issue or something that because my job is not to be an opinionist, right? Yeah. But sometimes it is to cover stories that I'm sure that people would prefer that I didn't, and I think it's better to just show up and say, hey, we're covering this on the show tomorrow. Hey, we cover this on the show today. Or sometimes I pick up the phone and say that. Because when I was younger, I think I maybe at times was afraid to. And the times in my career that I've looked back at and wish I did something different, Giannis has talked about this which is ironic, where we're at now. I wrote about him years ago, sourced information that I trusted, entertaining leaving Milwaukee. And I trusted that source, and I still do trust the source, but it would have been so easy for me to go and say, hey, I've heard this. I just want to triple check with you. And it's something that now I've learned to do. It's it's easy to do that. And it's just the better thing to do. I'm not perfect, but I do think like there's a big difference between doing that and not.
Yeah, I feel like once you get like that first one out the way, you're like, all right, it's just probably 10 times easier to like kind of go in there and be like, hey, like this is what's about to happen. This is what I'm going to talk about. And then, but at first you're probably like,
You're learning. You're trying to figure it out. I started at ESPN when I was 22, right? And so there's a lot that I had to learn as the jobs got bigger, as the platform got bigger, about the responsibility that comes with that, about the things that, like I said, I got into this because I wanted to be a journalist. And so I wanted to prove myself and that I could ask hard questions and do these things. And I think where I held myself back early on in my career was thinking too narrowly about that, about how I had to be tough all the time and had to get it right. And I think that once you let yourself be a three-dimensional person, like I never would have done something like this, 5 years ago, because I was like, I'm supposed to ask the questions on it. That's not the way that it works. Like loosening up a little bit. But I think that can only come with, growing kind of more comfortable with yourself. Because at 22, I'm sure you answered questions differently than you do now, right?
100%.
So 100%. I think that's part of it. But yeah.
I know you mentioned that your job is not to be an opinionist, but rather to cover stuff. Do you, in a world of, hot takes and where opinions are going viral or whatever, do you find is that challenging to sort of say, I'm going to present it unbidased.
I don't think it's challenging. I always have Perk next to me. So
you can lob the.
I'm joking, but I do think that my role has always been pretty clear, right? And I don't think because I didn't play. I didn't play in the NBA. I didn't play you guys had Monica McNutt on recently, who played in college at the highest level. Andrea Carter, Shanae, who played in the W, right? Or even Richard won a championship. Danny Green won 3. I have all these experts next to me, right? So it's my job is to set people around me. And I tried to do this for Josh on his 10 seconds on NBA countdown. My job is to set up the people around me to succeed, right? And get out of the way. And I think that when you can, that is my role. I'm the point guard. And I'm a pass first point guard. So if I can actually embody that and do that, everyone looked at Jalen.
How many of those do we have? How many of those do we have on the show?
One of those.
So as a pass first point guard, that's, I know you're always looking to shoot the last shot, but that's kind of like, I don't find that part to be challenging. I do find it to be interesting. I'm curious your guys' take on this, the moment in time that we're in. It feels like fans are asking for more analytical coverage of the game and more peeling back the layers of why something happens, what is happening, as opposed to the opinions about how it happened. And the breakdowns of the game and all of this stuff, which has always been the bread and butter of NBA today. And I do think that there's been an interesting shift in what fans are asking for right now. And it's nice. It's something that I think we're trying to lean into. You know what I mean? Like a little bit away from the hot take.
It opens up an avenue for a lot of former players to have careers post-basketball. I mean, if you see what like Giannis and Blake and Dirk and Steven, like they're going, pretty deep on a lot of stuff. So it's cool.
And I would say, like, again, of course, Giannis and Blake and Giannis, I went up to him in a hallway in Miami after a game at one point. And I was like, you'll be great on TV. Call me when you are. And he did. And we had him on ESPN for a while. And I'm so happy to see what he's doing on Amazon. But like Tim Legler has been doing that. I think sometimes because of some of the louder pieces of our coverage, those nuanced pieces, Tim Legler's been doing that for years. That's Shanae's entire repertoire is breakdowns, right? Danny Green, I think, has an ability to be nuanced. And so sometimes I think it gets overshadowed, the things that we do really well. And Amazon's doing an awesome job, and NBC's doing a really good job as well. But I do think there is, when you peel back the layers, when you want it, you can find that on ESPN too, when you want it.
Who's been the hardest person to work with?
You. I'm joking.
I agree.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you're very difficult to work with.
I am, but I'm
not talking about this either. I'm talking about like actual work too.
I'm our pass first guy, so it's okay. That's why I'm the pass first guy. So he doesn't have to
fly in for the wildest rebound.
It's just reckless abandon. You know? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's just see what happens, and then you're halfway up, and you're like, oh no, this is where you're going, and this is going.
There's only one thing I really hate on the court is it when there's like a rebound, like offensive rebound, kind of pops out on like the free throw line and stuff, and like my point guard gets in the way. Like your job, is to score the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, so hold up.
Don't get in the way.
Hold on. You can't say I wish my guy was a pass first point guard and say your job is to score the ball. You gotta pick one.
Okay, his job is to score the ball, not to like try to like run down and get offensive rebounds.
That's your job.
Yeah, it's my job. And then when you try to do my job, you don't do it well, and then you just almost tackle the person whose job it is that's supposed to do it. That just really frustrates me.
So long story short, last game, if we were playing football, I'd probably would have a targeting call on Josh. Like I literally
very specific.
Very specific.
It was a loose ball, and like I was like, all right, it's like kind of in the middle. Like, do I just like back up, or do I at least try?
Yeah.
I tried, and Josh had the ball, and I was like,
call for it though? Like,
it was a loose ball. He didn't say anything.
Okay, he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
If it's a loose ball and I'm around it,
it's your ball.
It's my ball.
Yeah.
I called for it. It's my ball. If it's within a 10-foot vicinity, it's mine.
Well, long story short, Josh, I guess, picked it up, and I blindsided hit Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I lose the ball.
He loses the ball.
We lose possession.
We get the possession back. I pass the ball to Josh. Josh was acting like he's hurt, like, I really don't want to score. He realizes he has a one-on-one fast break. And then
it was 2-on-1.
2-on-1 fast break.
No, it wasn't even like I was just, it wasn't even I was hurt. I was like sore for a second. But I was just so mad. I like caught the ball and just like took like a dribble or two like out to this way. And then I look up and I realize like, oh damn, this is a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
And then like I ended up getting a foul call. I threw up some like BS layup and like McNeely fouled me. But yeah, so I hate when that happens. That happened to me twice. Only 2 times. Jalen.
Yeah.
And there was one time Dame did it. And it was the opposite
2 pass first guys.
Yeah, 2
What
pass
years
first
was
guys.
that? With Dame?
When I was Dame, I was 22, 23
22, 23.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he took more of the brunt of that contact, and I looked at him. I said, "That's why your little ass doesn't go for offensive rebounds." He's just sitting there like holding his shoulder for a second. Yeah. But
moral of the story:
you took the contact this time.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So now I felt what Dame felt there. So sorry, bro. My bad.
So I started my career in Portland. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I went to school at the University of Portland, so I was covering. I was covering the Trailblazers. I would string for the Associated Press because they would pay you, $100 to go and write the story at the buzzer for them, and then they'd give you an extra $8 for meals. And I would never eat the meals, so I'd keep the extra $8 because that meant
were they good at that point?
They were good at that point. So this was
Portland,
This was the wave years.
Oh,
this was good.
okay.
This was when they made it to the conference finals that year. This was
17 or 18.
This is 20. Yeah, this was going to be. I was starting maybe 2015 to 2017.
So
yeah,
because the next
and the wave was right after that.
Wave was
that was OKC.
Yeah,
Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that I would say that's one fan base. I feel like that's like a top 6-7 fan base in the league.
And they're always there. Like no matter how like the team, ebbs and flows, no matter what, they're kind of always there.
That place is dope.
I'm still thinking about the hardest person. People who are really, this is like a kind of a twist on what you're asking. The thing about people who are like working, we did a countdown with Kenny the other day, Kenny Smith, and he's so good. And he is such a performer that I kind of got caught watching a couple of times. I felt like I wasn't raising my level enough being that. He's so good and so talented that like, it's actually hard. Like it's actually hard to just be like sitting there and you were going to go a different direction.
Yeah, but I say you got one guy, he just won't shut up. You got to get him back on track. You know how many times on Countdown I had to hear, yeah, okay, yeah, Stephen A. Stephen A. We gotta move on from this one. And it's like
that's my job is playing traffic cop a lot at the times, is saying, all right, we got to keep it pushing, we got to go to commercial, and to make sure. I think we kind of got there at some points, but to make sure we kind of keep it going, and keep it moving. The hardest assignment though is probably the draft. Just because the proximity to the end, the finals went 7 games last year, and the draft I think was 2 days later. So we landed and had a day, and then it was the draft the next day.
Yeah, so you don't really gotta. Cause I remember looking at that when I saw you covering the draft. I'm like, you don't really have like a offseason? Because you go finals,
we go finals, draft,
summer league,
WNBA.
Yeah.
And then I'll take 2 weeks off in August when like everyone, the entire league,
crazy. Those 2
we went
weeks.
to Africa. It was beautiful. It was amazing. 10 out of 10, recommend. It was awesome. But yeah, the draft is probably the hardest assignment because you're learning, you try to watch as much college basketball as you can throughout the season. There's more and more international guys that you're not watching in the same capacity. And the draft this year, there's no excuses. You have to get it right. You have to get it right. And I pride myself in being someone who gets it right. Do you know where I'm going with this? What happened at the draft this year?
I remember seeing something, but
oh my gosh. I feel so terrible about this.
What happened at the draft?
Cedric Coward was drafted, and he has this phenomenal story about how he paid his own way. And I knew all the information, right? I've been studying. I have my researcher. We're going through all the notes. I'm doing flashcards, all this stuff to know these guys and be able to share their story. And Cedric Coward has this amazing story about how he paid $25,000 his own way, his own tuition to be able to play in college, walked on, and then eventually ended up. And I said with my full chest and didn't even realize it, and Colin Coward is drafted and I felt in the moment that this kid was drafted. And I didn't even realize it until after. I felt so terrible. I called I didn't know I did it. No one said, because everyone's doing 100 things. And so when I found out about it after the draft was over, it's too late. Like it's not like if someone tells so I picked up the phone and I called his agent and I'm so because it said when you make a mistake, you just call and I called him Colin Coward.
That's actually not as bad.
I called him Colin Coward.
That's not bad as Perk.
Oh,
that was bad.
Moody.
Mo's moody.
That was funny. This wasn't as funny. That one at least, like Moses Moody's worn a shirt that says Moses Moody, Smoody Moody, Moses Moody. But yeah, I called an apology. But that's definitely the hardest assignment. It's just because you're juggling so much, and it's these kids big day. It's one of my favorite assignments because you get to see. I mean, you guys remember, and like it's awesthis and
it's awesome, but it's nerve wracking.
Yeah. And so, but you want to give these, I call kids before and I say, hey, this is going to be your big moment. What would you want? Would you want to thank in that? I try to do these pre-interviews. I try to put all this into it. And then I said, Colin Coward. And he tweeted about it. It was,
oh gosh.
I felt so bad. I really did. I called and I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What does a typical off day look like for you?
A typical off day, that's a great question. I'm not capable of sleeping in anymore, so I get up kind of early. I like to go to the gym, and I like to ride my horse. So usually on an off day, I'll do that. And then I'm usually working on like a couple of other little things here and there, but my big downtime activity, that's the thing about playing basketball. So Dave still plays pickup like 3 times a week. He really enjoys it. He plays at that... the replica of Staples Center?
Yeah.
So he plays there. And the thing about basketball is you can't do anything else while you're playing basketball, right? Like you can't text, you can't, be on your phone, and we're all on our phones all the time. And that's what I love about a horse will kill you if you don't have 2 hands on the wheel. So I've ridden my entire life. I started riding again 2 or 3 years ago. I stopped for about 10 years because I just told myself it was too busy. It's too expensive. I couldn't do it. And then for Christmas, a couple of years ago, Dave bought me a couple of horseback riding lessons. And I fell right back into it and I loved it. And then a year ago, I was going so often that I was like, maybe sign a new contract, we'll get a horse. So I got a horse. His name is Charlie. We named him after a Charlie horse. And and he's 6 and he's hilarious. And now I'm back to competing. So that's kind of cool is like on the weekends, I'll go and I compete in show jumping, which is a lot of fun. And we won the end of year competition, which is so much fun. My dad has a saying, the most important thing is what? And we'd say to have fun. And he'd say, he would say, winning is more fun than losing. So
absolutely.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love that. All right, cool. We've got some fan questions. We usually post on social media before someone comes on that we're having you guys on. So they have some questions that are unique to you.
Okay.
Proudest moment of your career?
Oh, that's a good question. The proudest moment of my career is working with my sister. Yeah. Getting to work with Kendra is pretty cool. That was awesome.
What did you steal? You stole the vest. You stole the vest.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
She stole it.
She stole
She stole the watch.
Oh,
She stole the
I
suit vest.
I stole the vest, but she stole the watch first. And since then, I have gotten her. That's been a Christmas gift. I've gotten her.
She stole the watch?
She stole the watch.
She might be a suspect.
Yeah, right.
Put her name on the police report. We're going to figure this out.
Not in New York at the time that I know of.
As cool as that was for you guys, I feel like for your dad, it was probably really cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah. My parents are just like, my dad, there's a clip of, he came on the show one time and he was, I don't know why he was holding a Steph Curry bobblehead, because of course he was. And he was cheesing from ear, like he walks onto the show like this. Like just smiling ear to ear. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Bringing him on assignment is also very cool. Like bringing him to the NBA finals and these other places is awesome.
I bet. Avery Torf, what is the hardest part of your job that people don't realize?
The hardest part of my job that people don't realize. I think it's probably that's a good question. I don't know. What's the hardest part of your job that people don't realize?
I was about to say for you, I didn't realize how busy you were until I did countdown for finals, and like ESPN sent out like the schedules and all that, and I looked, I'm like, okay, they have Will Bond's doing this, and then I see you, and then like you're getting ready at like it was like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
and you had like 3 shows, whatever, and then you had it.
I like that part. I've liked being busy, and I like, I do enjoy that, but I do think it also, when I'm only working on one thing at a time, I get to be more curious about it. Like I'm doing an interview today and I'm going to an interview tomorrow, and I have to start working on the interview for tomorrow, and I don't have the space. So sometimes I keep a notes app on my phone, and I'll think of questions like when I'm fully having downtime. We're in Africa. We had no cell service. We went on safari for 10 days. I'll think of my best questions when I'm doing absolutely nothing. And that time doesn't come very often. And so sometimes I don't feel like I'm at my best at the busiest times. Even though I like doing that, it's a little bit crazy. I would say that, I fundamentally believe that I have the coolest job, probably other than yours, is I have the coolest job in the world. Like I get to do this, and the universal nature of getting to, when I show up in classes and people are like, do you know Jalen Brunson? Some people ask, do you know Josh Hart?
I got like 2. I got 2.
I don't know.
That's awesome. But I do think at times also it's the always being, I think that like Stephen A., what I've recognized about him, when he goes out in public, right, when he goes to Madison Square Garden, when people come up to me, what they mostly want to do is take a photo and say that they like me, or, I think you're pretty, whatever the thing is. People want to argue with him. And like that, like it must be so draining to always have people come up to you and be like, ah. And so I do think that nature of sometimes being on all the time, because I'm so grateful, and fans are why we do what we do, but I do sometimes, I sometimes get, especially for someone like him, I imagine like that's really, especially because like it's literally to be like, let's debate.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Your top 3 Christmas films.
Top 3 Christmas movies. Home Alone is my favorite. Love Actually, although aging.
Love Actually.
And it's a great movie, though. In the spirit that it's intended, it's a great movie. And then we watch It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas every year.
Great one.
I fall asleep usually halfway through.
So why is it the top 3?
Because it's just
it's
the
You're falling asleep. No.
I hate my one. Oh, that's a great one. I fall asleep.
I fall asleep.
I fall asleep watching everything, guys. I can't stay awake anymore, except for your basketball games. They're only because they're on at 4 o'clock. So on the West Coast, it's great.
Oh, yeah, that's tough one.
Yeah.
The holidays are coming up, and thanks to Macy's, there is a gift for everyone. So what does the holiday season look like in the Andrews McMenamin household?
McMenamin. So we do mutually agreed upon Saturday in the month of December. We go to Philly and we do the full sort of Christmas.
Always in Philly?
Always in Philly.
Oh.
Always in Philly. Dave's one of 5, and he's the only one that left. So we always all go back to, everyone stays in Philly. People, they're around. Yeah. So we always go back to Philly. And they do a grab bag situation. So I hadn't heard of this either before. You have to bring one gift and everyone puts it in, and you do like a blind gift.
I've
never done that before.
Never heard of that.
And then you also do a Secret Santa. So you have one of each.
Okay.
So I have this comes out after. I have my sister-in-law this year as my Secret Santa. So got to get that done.
Oh, shit. Secret Santa. I forgot.
You have a Secret Santa?
No, we got to do it. We got to do it. We've done it every year.
You got to do Secret Santa for the team?
Yeah.
And everyone does it? Is it stressful? Are you guys trying to one-up each other?
Nah.
I like to win gift giving.
I won last year. But
I won a year before.
Giving or receiving?
I'm more of a giver.
I'm just. Next question. You know?
Oh my gosh! So that's our holiday tradition.
I
love it.
Givers and receivers. We do a gift exchange, and Dave is a big eggnog fan.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's Christmas in our household, and then I'm Jewish, so we light the menorah too. So we do both. We got a little bit of everything.
All right, fellas, it's that time again. Gift season.
Every year I swear I'm ready. Then I realize half of my list is impossible to shop for. Like Jalen playing D.
Yeah, playing D sounds crazy.
Like Jalen playing defense level impossible.
What do you even get your cousin who already owns everything? Another candle?
Y'all got to be hitting Macy's. They have all the top gifts and free personal stylists who do the hard work for you.
Wait, stylist for gifts?
Yep. Like if your nephews need an ATV four-wheeler to whip around, Macy's Stylist for Gifts will hook you up with something perfect. Boom. Favorite uncle. I know what I'm getting your kids now.
They look so cute whipping around.
Or if you need a gift for your dad who has everything, the stylist can find something they don't.
I love to see a stylist find a gift for Rick. We're really putting Macy's stylist to the test now.
Good one. So basically, Macy's is like an assist leader, sets you up for the perfect gift every time. And not only the stylists for gifts, but there are stylists to help you find the perfect fit for yourself to rock the holiday season. Book your first session today. Macy's personal stylist will make you the MVP of gifting.
Macy's really said, we got you, bro.
Malika, before you go, let's get into some recent sports news brought to you by Tommy John Underwear with Game. So recently, very recently, Chris Paul was released by the Clippers, sort of in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Took the league by storm. But I'm curious your guys' reaction to this. Do you think he'll join another team? I know obviously he had said he was going to retire after this season, but yeah.
I think so. I think he's going to join another team. I was shocked when I saw that. So shockingly, I was asleep. It was the middle of the night. I was asleep. Yeah. I saw it first thing in the morning when I woke up, and I was so surprised. And it makes me wonder, obviously we have all of the reporters digging on this, but from the information that I know so far, when you bring Chris Paul onto your team, you kind of know what you're signing up for in the kind of leader he is, how vocal he is. It doesn't really matter if he's the starting or if he's getting DMPs. That's kind of who he is. And so I'm just kind of waiting for the more information from our reporters, because to me there's got to be a missing piece here. Yeah. Something's not making sense to me, at least in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
and they were on the road.
They're on the road,
right?
They're in Atlanta, I think.
And he flew back, not like team plane. So he flew back from Atlanta separately. The team stayed and played in Atlanta. But also, Ty Lue isn't the type of coach. He's one of the most respected by players that from my vantage point that I've seen. And so the thought that he wasn't speaking to Chris, that's not just something Ty Lue does. So again, what is the missing? This is also stunning to me, is the word I kind of keep coming back to, that it feels like there's got to be something more.
Something isn't being told yet.
Yeah. And that's also part of the job, I think, too, is sometimes to be like, it's okay that we don't have all the information yet, and to say, okay, we're going to form a full opinion when I know more of it, because right now it just looks, the optics of it are really terrible, of treating a legend of the franchise that way.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
If you're CP and they offer to retire your jersey,
I think you still do it.
No, I'm saying, does he still do it? Because the way they let him go.
Yeah, I still think you do. Everything that if that was me, everything that I put into this franchise,
and then you get not kicked off, but get released by the team in the middle of the night.
So he hasn't been officially released yet. That's the other strange part about it. Yeah, sent home, because on the 15th he can't get traded or moved until the 15th officially.
He was sent home. If you were sent home, all hell would break loose.
He's on PTO right now.
All hell would break loose.
If I got sent home?
Yes. You gonna sit there and act like, oh my God, don't test me with a good time, but you'd be pissed.
He took the words right out of his mouth.
Yeah, nah, for sure I'd be mad. No, I mean obviously, but it's just, I don't know.
You'd be
I
pissed.
think I would still do it. But, you know, I mean, there's...
Would you need
it's
more
tough.
time? Like, as opposed to he's, you know, immediately next year doing it, would you need a little bit more time?
There would be... There definitely had to be some years and some conversations.
You would need a public apology.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's, you know, it's tough criteria for them to, you know, retire jersey. So who knows?
You're right. Hey,
tough criteria.
You're right.
You know, they have so many.
Do we have a gift?
We do have a gift. We have a gift from Tommy John. Oh. The holiday spirit. A gift from Tommy John.
See, he's a gift giver. Thank you.
Stop.
Do I open it here since it's from Tommy John?
I don't know.
He can. He's in a commercial with them. I don't know if you saw
Aubrey's
it.
Angel said yes. So.
Now you're an idiot.
What did you say?
I said he's in a commercial with them. I don't know if you saw
cover
it.
the big plays. Now it's time for a big comfort win.
You got cozy vibes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a new workout set.
There you go.
She is cheetah and ready to go. She's got long underwear.
Okay.
She's got undershirts. Yeah, this is
Well,
nice.
good vibes. Cozy
This is gonna
vibes.
be cozy PJs. I love it. Thank you guys. And thank you, Tommy John.
Shout out Tommy John. GB, you all set for the holidays?
Bro, I'm trying to be, but I still got to lock in on gifts. What about you?
See my commercial?
No, I have not seen a commercial.
I know you all were caught up in my stocking stuffer, but you know, I do gift that from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm all set. Tommy John is the one-stop shop for all my gifting needs this year.
Facts. We stuffed all the stockings this year, and Tommy John has gifts for everyone.
And it's not just underwear either. We got PJs, tees, hoodies, the whole lineup.
Get your holiday game right at Tommy John. There's something for your whole squad. Josh, what's your favorite part about your Tommy John?
I don't know, man. I gotta go with the breathability, the comfort. Got a little swag to him too. Waistband is fire.
Tommy John is the real MVP of gifting.
Gift from the heart with Tommy John and get 40% off site-wide right now at TommyJohn.com/roomies. Cool. Well, Malika, we appreciate you coming
Thank you
on
for
the show
having
and
me, guys. That was fun.
blessing us.
Appreciate
To everyone, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in every Thursday for new episodes from The Roommate Show. Appreciate it.
This has been a Playmaker production.